Hey everybody, not sure if anybody is on yet. I can't see. Yeah, the numbers haven't come up. So good morning, everybody. Um, Hi. Hope you guys are all having a great Sunday so far. So happy to be back on sprints again. It's been a while. It's been quite a while since I've done sprints, so super excited to get some work done today. We'll just give everybody a couple minutes to hop on here. Morning. Sorry, I was just texting my mom back. Her and my dad are coming for tea at about 11 o'clock. So we're having a family gathering this morning. ED is here. Hello. And Jen, good morning. So happy to see you guys. So I'm in my library today. It's an absolute disaster down here. You guys really only ever see the shelves, but there's just crap everywhere down here. There's books all over the place because I took a little bit of a break from redoing the shelves. I've got books that need to be unhauled and taken to the thrift store. There's just crap everywhere. There's Halloween decorations everywhere. So I want to get to doing some reorganization down here, some purging, and I want to get back to redoing the library. So let me know what you guys are doing during sprints today. In the middle of watching your new video, you're talking about the kids loving your tattoos. It's the weirdest thing. It's just like their little faces just light up when they see Halloween all over my arms. It's funny, but I actually really like it. It's super, super cute. Good morning, Jackie. Hello. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday so far. It's getting so dark in the mornings now. Usually, like during the week, I'm up, I don't know, at about 4, and but on the weekends I sleep till about 5, and it's so dark now when I get up in the mornings at 5 o'clock. It's still pitch black. So fall is coming. Summer is nearing its end for sure. Yeah, so I got up at about 5. Matthew made pancakes and bacon like we usually do on our Sunday mornings, and I got my video up. So I'm feeling a little bit more like I'm in the groove with myself over the past week or so. So I'm hoping that I stay there and I don't fall off the wheel again. So we'll be chatting about that today. What's going on with me? Currently reading Incidents Around the House by John. Oh, I've heard of that one. How are you liking it? I've heard so much about that. And I've got it on, I think I've got it written down somewhere to put it on my list. So let me know how you're enjoying that one. Might read a little before having to get up and prepare for work. Ooh, work on a Sunday. That's gross. Yeah. My reading is struggling so much this year. I was just checking my Goodreads, which, I don't put too much pressure on myself with like how many books that I'm reading or whatever, but I've only read 21 books this year, and I don't think I've finished a full book in literal months. And it's so hard. I was chatting with Jackie and Jen about this the other day, that it's so hard as a content creator and a booktuber, that I've been struggling so much with my own reading when you're trying to, help other people with their reading. But, honestly, like, we all go through it, right? And being real about it, I think, is better than being fake or saying that I'm reading stuff that I'm not reading or whatever. So this is real. And I'm really hoping that I'm going to be snapping out of it soon, especially coming into spooky season. Like, we're right at the end of August now. And so I definitely want my reading to get back to where it needs to be during spooky season. So I'm hoping I'm going to be snapping out of it real soon. But I have been watching some pretty cool movies lately. We've done some rewatches, especially because it's summer. I find I do a lot of rewatches during the summer. And but we've seen a couple of good ones too. The last one we saw in the theaters was Longlegs, and I really, really enjoyed it. I can't remember if I've sprinted since then, but I really like that one. And there's some good ones coming up here that we're going to be going to see. So yeah, I'm probably going to be starting to share a little bit more movie content as well, because my reading has been struggling a little bit. But I'm hoping to get some reading done today. I'm hoping to watch some YouTube videos from other booktubers today, because I'm behind on that as well. It's just been, I've been off like all year, like since February. I've felt really, really off. And I don't know if it's just I'm burnt out and overwhelmed, or kind of what's going on. So hoping to get back on track here soon. I recommend it. It's written from a child's perspective. And other mommy is creepy as hell. So do we have like a Coraline thing kind of going on here, like with the other mother sort of thing? I'm gonna have to pick it up. It sounds super creepy. Hope spooky season brings back your love of reading. I really do too. It's just it's so hard, and I always have in the back of my mind that decade-long reading slump that I was in before, and I hope I'm not going to get back into that place. I don't think I am, because things aren't that bad, but hopefully I kind of snap out of it here pretty soon. The retrograde has not helped. And this past week, I found super hard with that. Like, it was a full moon, a blue moon during retrograde, during the summer. It was just, I felt really, really super drained this week. And it was like, even at work, like the atmosphere was really heavy and everybody was at each other. It was crazy. It was insane. So I'm actually kind of glad that I started to take a step back. And the first thing, like, I'm trying to do baby steps with stuff. So we all know that I've been working too much at my adult job. I get up in the morning, I'm on my emails, I'm answering messages. Sometimes people call me because out east, like, they're online way earlier than I am. And then I go to work and I work a full 8 hours. I don't take my lunch. I'm not eating. I'm not drinking water. And then I come home and I do it all over again until like 7:30 at night. And then I go to bed. So I've been taking kind of baby steps. So first things first, try not to work in the evenings. That's my baby step. And I've actually done pretty well with it. Most nights for the past 2 weeks, most nights I haven't been working at night. I have been a little bit, but not to the degree that it was. So that's my celebration, that there were nights in the past 2 weeks that I didn't work. And when I say work, I'm talking about my adult job. So that was my baby step. And then, so I'm going to continue trying to keep that cadence of not working in the evenings, only working during the day, not worrying about things. And then the next step was to start recording my YouTube videos, which I have done YouTube videos now for the past 2 weeks. So that was another baby step. So we're just trying to, not overwhelm too much and just do a little bit at a time. So I've been feeling a lot better, and I've been kind of reconnecting with this whole YouTube thing. So that's really super exciting, because I need an outlet. I need an outlet other than my adult job. So kind of super excited. Hello, good morning. Lots of people signing in. Oh, I saw our normal crew too. I love having you guys here. I'm drinking pop way too early in the morning, but that's okay. I get up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock, so it's like midday. Got caught up in editing. So happy to see you. I'm happy to see you too, Em. I'm so happy when you guys hop on here. It just, I don't know, it's good for my soul. And then when I am having a lot of hard times, I'm like, no, I'm not going to do sprints, but you guys always help make me feel better. So I really should do it. The baby steps really are helping. And I'm trying not to be too hard on myself, is the biggest thing. So, yeah, it is helping. This week coming up here is actually the last week before I go on like a little bit of a vacation. So I'm going to try to not overwork this week as well. It's only work. It's only like, we're not saving lives. I work in print marketing. We're not saving lives. I'm not a doctor. So I'm trying to take my stress levels down a little bit. Yeah. Baby steps. maintaining those it's so hard, these work life boundaries. And then when I get messages from Matt that like he's feeling neglected, he's feeling like I'm, just constantly in my head and not like in the present moment with us, then I feel super bad because he's so amazing and he doesn't put a lot of pressure on me. But every now and again, like I do get too far in my head. I do get wrapped up in my work and I ignore everything else. Like we went out for a dinner, no, a lunch. Me and a friend who's a super close friend of the family, and we took my parents out for their anniversary. And she actually had to rip my phone out of my hands because I was like texting and teamsing and doing work and stuff like that. And she's like, just stop. She's also a colleague of mine as well. So thank God for her as well, because she's kind of keeping me in check as well. Outlets are important, and like my YouTube, even more so than the reading itself, really is an outlet, especially because I can chat with you guys, and the same with my Instagram. I'm really usually pretty active on Instagram, so that's another outlet as well. But it all kind of ties in together. So I think cleaning up my space down here today too is like it's a fresh start. Let's start working on the library. Let's get ready for spooky season. It's the end of August. It's the next step of breaking out of this cycle. I love that approach to work. This was one of our first weeks back for the new semester, and I've started to grade each week on how well I protected my peace. Yeah, so I'm doing pretty much the same sort of thing, but not too much all at once. Yeah, I'm really hoping it helps too. Because like really, when you think about it, and it's so hard to keep this in my head, like I'm not going to be good to anybody. I'm not going to be good for my colleagues at my adult job if I'm burnt out and stressed out and all of that. And I've been having a lot of trouble with my hair still falling out. Um, my hair is the first thing to go when I get stressed. I don't know why. My niece has the same problem. Whenever we get super stressed out, she has the same kind of mental health concerns that I do, and immediately, just our hair starts falling out. It's super super thin in the front, especially. I should probably stop tying it back so much. That's another thing I'm working on, is not tying it back every day. Um, so hopefully, if I bring my stress levels, my cortisol down, that my hair will stop falling out. Yep, baby steps are the best, and I'm the kind of person, like, I'm face and eyes in everything I do, whether it's trying to take a break or trying to do too much. Like, I always am, like, 100% or nothing, and, so I'm trying to balance myself a little bit more. So I'm super excited. It's 8:15. I'm going to hop into the first sprint. We're going to go for 45. So usually we do 45, 45, 30. We'll see how we're going. I might do an extra sprint. I might not. Like I said, my parents are coming over at about 11 for a tea, which would be really, really great to reconnect with them too. Most of you know that they just moved here to Alberta and they are moving into their new condo next week. So we're all super, super excited for them. They've downgraded from an acre of land and a 4,000 square foot house to a very, very small condo. So it's going to be a big change for them. It's a big change for all of us. And having them here, we haven't lived in the same place in 22 years. So that's super, super exciting. So I'm going to pull up the kitty and we're going to hop into the first sprint. I'm going to start her up here and I will see you guys on the flip side. Have a good sprint. Hey everybody, how did you guys do during sprints? See who else has hopped on here. Hello, Mindy. I hope you're still here. Good morning. What are you reading? Crypt of the Moon Spider by Nathan Ballingrud. That's a new one to me. Is that a fantasy? Let me know how you're liking that one. That's definitely something I've got to add to my list. It sounds super interesting. So glad you hopped on. We've got Marissa here from the Jersey Ghouls. Hello, ma'am. I'm late, but looking for some sprinty goodness before my day gets going. Awesome. It is 9:01 here right now. So let me know how you guys made out during that. I actually did really, really well. For anybody who hopped on since our last chat, I am currently working on cleaning out both negative energy and clutter out of my space in my library here. So I actually filled up two like small garbage bags full of crap out of my desk area. So I actually like went through my pens and like old envelopes and all kinds of crap and offloaded it. So I'm already feeling better. And I'm currently listening. So I am actually listening to a book. I'm listening to the second book in the Spooksville series by Christopher Pike. Super, super cute. So we were talking about how I've been struggling with my reading. So I'm just right now trying to reconnect with my library and do some purging, and we're starting completely over for spooky season. So really, really super excited to start clearing out my space. And I have some incense going, I have some candles going. There's all the witchy goodness happening down here today. So so happy that everybody's hopped on. Editing for Jersey Ghouls and reading this. Oh, the September House. Let me know. Let me know what you think of that one. I'm sorry. I hated it. I think I got who was it? I think it was Nakia from Nakia's Hideaway. We both got to the exact same part in that book and we DNF'd it. And it was just I hated that book. So let me know what you think about it because I'm super, super interested. From what I know, it is super polarizing. There's people who like it, people who don't. So let me know what you think, Marissa. Catching up on booktube videos. I have to do the same today, so I probably will do a little bit of that during sprints here as well because I feel super bad. Like all of you guys are so good at commenting on like every single one of my videos and my posts and everything, and I just feel like I've been really lacking as a book friend to everyone because I've just been so in my own head lately. So I do apologize. I am going to be catching up here on everybody's videos. Sprints were great. I heated up some soup and garlic bread. Oh, yeah. That sounds so like fall-ish, some garlic bread, some soup, all the goodness. We're actually having lasagna tonight with garlic bread. So I'm really feeling all of the comfort foods right now. And I'm super excited for like all the soups and stews and casseroles and stuff coming up for fall. Only read a little, about to get breakfast. Let me know what you're having. Is there coffee involved? With me, there's always coffee involved. Adding some books to Pango and baking. What are you making? Actually, I make these like pumpkin spice, like you could put it in a loaf or you could put it in mini loaves or whatever. And I have a recipe from scratch that I always make. But at Costco, they had the big boxes of like spice cake mix. And I've been making these pumpkin spice muffins with this cream cheese icing in the middle. So good. So let me know what you're baking. Nathan Ballingrud usually writes horror short stories, but this is really dark and really weird fantasy. Oh, that sounds good. I don't read a whole lot of fantasy, so it'll be kind of nice to just kind of break out of my kind of my normal things that I go to and read something a little bit different. So I'll definitely have to put that on my list. I want to know when you DNF. I'm going to try to guess. Let me know if you can guess where I DNF'd. It wasn't that far into the book. So I want to know where you think I DNF'd. Lasagna is one of my favorites. Me too. I like making it from scratch. When I was vegan, I made like the best vegan lasagna. It was so good. I'm not vegan anymore. We usually, though, we just get the 2-packs from Costco because like if I were to go out and buy all of the cheese and the meat and all of that kind of stuff and make it myself, I couldn't do it for any cheaper. So we just get the ones from Costco and we throw it in the oven, put on a movie, and I'll usually go get a bath or whatever. And Matt lights all the candles and he puts on like my Halloween lights and stuff. He's so cute and gets dinner ready while I'm in the bath. So big princess energy over here. I'm treated like a princess every day and it's the best. So we love our Sunday night sort of comfort foods. Yeah, you're making me I think we're all getting hungry talking about you know, I think on my sprints it always turns to food talk. Like we talk about books, we talk about food. I know when Kat from Kat's Novel Adventures is here, she's down south as well, and she always talks about how they're having like sausage and collard greens and peach tea and all kinds of stuff. And I love talking about food with her. I want to go down there and just eat all the things in New Orleans one of these days. I've wrangled Marissa into playing Magic the Gathering. We were playing it with friends in a little bit. Oh, that sounds interesting. Because I know you, Jackie. I know you're like big into D&D and stuff too, right? Um, and Marissa's excited. It sounds super cool. I don't even know where to start with that kind of stuff. So I hope she really gets into it. It sounds super cool. I don't know, and nerdy and right up my alley. You know what? I was actually this morning, I was looking at the Hogwarts Lego castle that Matt and I built a few months ago. I got it for him for his birthday. And those Lego sets, this is the first time we've ever built Lego together. And it said 18 plus. And I'm like, really? 18 plus for Lego? It is 18 plus. Those things are so hard. So like when I think of, like Dungeons and Dragons and Lego and like all of these like genres of things that people do, some of it's like it's super addictive. We got like our fingers were hurting because we spent so many hours putting together that Lego set. So I'm really super excited because when I get another shelf, I'm getting a lower one here for my movies because we've started to recollect movies again. I definitely want to put my Hogwarts castle there. And I have some relics from the Haunted Victorian. I know we talked about this before, that you guys wanted to see what my parents saved and brought for me from Newfoundland. That's from the Haunted Victorian. I have a haunted doll. I have a toy box that we're going to like turn into a whole project. And my doll has this little cradle that my dad built for me when I was 2. There's all kinds of cool stuff. So we're going to be doing that too. There's a couple of things that I want to put on that shelf along with the Hogwarts castle and with my movies. So there's lots of cool stuff coming up on the channel here. We're going to be redecorating and all kinds of things. Just having off-brand Special K, really? I mean, what's everybody's favorite cereal? Like I totally recommend going for the Cocoa Puffs. But that's just me. Sounds like so much fun. Marissa, you'll have a great time. I'm sure they will. One of my favorite things that I used to do when I was younger, when I was in my first marriage, we used to have poker nights all the time. And we had super low buy-in. So it was more about the fun than the money that you would win. And I would do like a big pot of chili and like homemade bread and desserts and everything. And we'd have people over and we'd play poker and stuff. So anything that's like getting people together and having a good time, even like sprints, I'm all about it. I have that Yes, you told me about the Ghostbusters firehouse and it took 16 hours to put together and my fingers were sore that weekend. I remember you told me about that. So I want to get more of the Harry Potter sets. I know you could get Hagrid's Hut, you can get the Burrow, you can get Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, you can get a whole bunch of different ones to put together. So I really want to do that. They're super fun. And what I find is it gets you out of like the monotony of sitting there and like doom scrolling on your phone. Like Matt is even more so than me. He's addicted to TikTok and I'm bad for it too. Like we literally sit next to each other on the couch and just send each other TikToks for like 2 hours in the evening. So I want to make sure we're getting out of that. I want to get some more coloring books. I want to get some puzzles. So we have some activities that we can, get out of that because TikTok especially, like it's messing with our attention spans. It totally is. And both of us are pretty ADHD, so trying to snap out of that. So definitely want to get some puzzles and activity sets. They have these really cool activity sets. You can get them here at Indigo, which is like our Barnes & Noble here. And you can like dissect like spiders and stuff. And it has like their organs inside and stuff. There's cool stuff like that that you can get. So I want to get some like an activity box that we can pick and do in the evenings rather than just sitting there and doom scrolling. Just do the Office set, love Lego, but yeah, it's so expensive. Like that Hogwarts set was like no, it was over 200 bucks. It was. And I'm talking Canadian, obviously, but it was super expensive. Like I put it on a payment plan through Amazon so I could like just pay it off over a couple of months. It's really, really super pricey. So bad about doom scrolling over the past. Yeah, you know, it's such a black hole to fall into. And I mean, that whole thing is not helping my situation with my reading slump. That's for sure. You know, I it's almost like you need to put on a timer or something and give yourself time to do it because you're always thinking about it, but then snap out of it and do something else. Like I said, I love to color, I love to do Lego. I haven't done like puzzles or anything for quite a few years, but I want to start doing that. We usually move our kitchen table a little bit, like our kitchen and living room is kind of like open concept. So we move our kitchen table over a little bit closer to the TV and turn it. And then we put on a movie and we can do Lego or color or whatever. Matt is also making progress on our hearth and wood stove installation. So we're hoping to have that done this fall. So we'll have like full on fire and like we can put like a cast iron skillet on there and cook. And I've been a witch without a hearth for way too long. Just built a book nook. Excellent. Super cute, but was hard for sure. Yeah. You know, running these libraries and stuff, it's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. And like I was talking about the price increase of the Billy bookshelves not long ago, you know, it's not cheap. So I did, for anybody who hasn't noticed, this morning I did put up a new haul on the channel and it's Halloween, but there's books in there too. We did go book shopping and even Matt was like, holy crap, you actually found a lot today. So there's that up there as well. So go check it out. I'm going to queue up the kitty because I want to get back to cleaning. So I hope you guys have a good sprint. So this is sprint number 2, 45 minutes. And I'm going to get her timer going and I will see you guys on the flip side. Have a good sprint. Hey guys, I'm actually not as red as I thought I was. Whew, it's been some hard work down here this morning. I'm actually really impressed with myself. We're getting lots cleaned up. Whew. I think I'm going to de-sticker some books later too. So if you saw my most recent video, you know I found some books that need to get sorted and go up on the shelf. So I think I'm going to be doing that later on. Matt stopped in and picked up a couple of things for lunch. And yeah, let me know how you guys did on your sprint. We're going to do one more of 30 minutes. I know a bunch of people had to drop off, which is cool, getting the day started. So I hope you guys got some productivity or self-care or whatever you did for your sprints along with me this morning. And I'm so happy to have these again. So in my most recent video, I also let you guys know that I'm going to be doing at least one evening sprint per week as well, because I do want to use those as kind of motivation for me to keep going with this whole goal of not working in the evenings and actually spending time on my hobbies and on myself. So definitely going to be doing that as well. So I know a couple of people had to drop off. Time to get myself ready for game day. Game day. I hope everybody has a fantastic week. Lots of love. Jackie is always the most amazing person. Sorry. Sometimes my comments move a little bit too quickly and then I can't get them back. I know ED had to drop off. Bad is here. Hello, good morning. Always such a fun time having you on. Oh, hey, Am. Been reading Frozen Sinestry with Shelby. Oh, my voices are entertaining my older kids. Do you read in different voices when you read out loud to her? I think that's so cute. Watched your newest video, loved it. Thank you so much. I think I saw your comment come through. I haven't read it yet, but I think I saw your comment come through. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I know when I was editing, I actually said to Matt, I'm like, do I talk this much in real life? And he was like, yes, you do. Finished Crypt of the Moon Spider and then realized there was a preview for the next novella in this series. Oh, so that's good. So let me know how you liked it. I know you were enjoying it, so let me know how you liked it now that you're done. Good morning, Amanda. Super late. That's okay. I mean, you got to sleep in if you're getting over a cold. I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. So I guess it's chicken soup for you today. Sending you all the healing vibes. Amanda's always here for my sprints, and I love it. Evening sprint sounds so great. The perfect motivator to remember to stop. And yes, and that's exactly what I want to try to do. So I've been trying to come up with ways to keep myself from just coming home and sitting down, because I just get in, like, work has been my hyper focus. Like, my adult job has been my hyper focus, and that's not healthy. And like, I need to make sure that I'm finding time for myself too. So, yeah, hoping that the evening sprints will help. And, it's going to help with getting the library done and planning for spooky season. I did say, I think in my video that I posted today, I think I did say that I need to put like my event calendar together. So super excited to do that, because there's so many things that are going to be coming up in September and October. I did actually turn down being a host of a couple of things, because I'm like, it's probably not good when I'm just resetting to take on too much. So I actually turned down a bunch of things. But I'm still going to be a participant. So there's going to be, Kelsey is doing the huge Halloween-a-thon. That's super cool. And I'm still like in the chat with all of the hosts from Old School April. So I'm still going to be participating in that. I'm going to make sure to be doing sprints on other people's channels to try to help myself get back into the groove of things and really work on myself. And actually, Regina from Regina's Haunted Library sent me a post the other day, and it said she's working on 3 things: herself, her piece, and her Halloween decorations. And that's everything I needed. It was kind of like it hit me right in the head, and I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I need right now. So love, Regina. Good morning, Bad, from Jen. Amanda, hope you feel better soon. Yes, me too. We're getting into that time when cold and flu season is going to start coming around here pretty quickly. So I said to Matt the other day, I was like, we need to start stocking up on our elderberry gummies. Elderberry, zinc, and vitamin C are like the trifecta that I always take in the wintertime to try to keep my immune system bumped as much as possible, so I don't get sick. And the good thing is if I do end up getting sick, I do have the ability to take my work home with me and I can work from home, which is great. And I wish more people would do it because my biggest pet peeve is going into an office and somebody is like coughing and sneezing right next to you. It's the worst. So what time is it? It's 10:03. So we are going to go for another 30 minutes. I'm starting to get hungry, you guys. So 30 more minutes. I'm going to continue to clean my space. Still got a crap ton of stuff I have to get through, but those evening sprints are going to help with that. So I'm going to cue up the kitty here in a second. Feel that in my soul, doing October old school this year. Excellent. Let's focus on getting it all done and more enjoying the slower, cozier vibe. And even with us, like last year, we did a ton of events. And so this year I was picky on my decor hunting and I was picky on the events that we're doing. We are doing some, but I do want to do lots of spooky things at home and watching movies. And like I said, doing some of those activities and everything. So I'm still working on my self-care and not getting too overwhelmed during spooky season. So just going to cue up the kitty here. We're going to get her started. Oh, no, I got to reset her for 30 minutes because we're going for 30 instead of 45. Awesome. Okay, there we go. Kitty is started. And Mindy is letting us know it was so good, dark, almost gothic feeling, body horror with creatures. That sounds so super cool. I'm definitely going to have to check that out. So thank you so much for the recommendation. So we're starting a new sprint, 30 minutes, and I hope you guys are productive and I'll see you on the other side. Hey guys, how did everybody do during that last sprint? That 30 minutes was actually really quick. It went really, really quick. I'm actually quite impressed with my progress, and I'm impressed with the fact that I'm reading something right now. It's a kid's book and it's an audiobook, but I don't think that should matter. So I'm hoping that reading some shorter reads will like kind of get me back in the mood. I'm hoping to pick up some short stories here because I find when I am in a reading slump, short stories always help me out. Kids' books always help me out, and like comfort reads and stuff like that. So, Spooksville is actually super cute. I really, really like it. So, really enjoying that. So Bad is saying hello to everybody, and they watched the last video that I put up. So I hope you get out and get some Halloween shopping done soon, Bad. I had the most amazing day yesterday, and I'm so glad that I actually went to a different HomeSense than my one that I usually go to because they had a little bit more variety. So I think I might do that and try to hit up some more because I'm still looking for those mugs, those gothic mugs that I found. They're Matt's favorites now, and I always use them for when my parents are over, which they should be here in another 20 minutes or so. So super excited to have tea and maybe a little lunch with them. So you did absolutely nothing. That's okay too. For the last 5 minutes or so, I was just kind of scrolling through TikTok and Instagram and all of those things. So I'm getting a little hungry. So I'm definitely ready to take a break. But I was super, super excited to do sprints with you guys this morning. Now that I'm feeling a little bit better and kind of snapped out of that kind of vicious circle of just working all the time, sprints are definitely going to be more of a normal thing. Definitely the Sunday morning ones. And then I'll add in the ones during the week. Definitely one, maybe two. So definitely Thursday nights, I think is going to be a good one. And I'll do one other one. So super, super excited if you guys can hop on for sprints during the week. Started Bad Seeds and Holy Terrors. Definitely haven't been reading much. You know, it's so weird. I think this has been a weird year for everyone. I know a couple of other booktubers who are in horrible slumps too, and it's just kind of weird. Like Edie was saying earlier, I'm sure the Mercury retrograde didn't help, and we had the supermoon this month too. So connecting with fellow readers is always the best part. It really is. And like, you know, we're all here to support each other. And we have the most amazing community. And I love talking to you guys, whether it's on Instagram or on here. Like if you need support or just want to chat or you're excited about something, you know, always shoot me a message. And before I go, I did want to let you guys know, if you're a fan of the Blair Witch Project, go over to Robbie Miles' new YouTube channel. If you follow him on Instagram, you probably already know about this. He has a brand new YouTube channel, and he was talking the other day about a special limited release of the Blair Witch Project that's coming up in November. So that's pretty cool. I'm starting to get into more movie collecting and stuff like that as well. I talked about like I've gotten rid of a bunch of my streaming services and stuff. So I'm really super excited about that because the Blair Witch Project is definitely one of my favorite horror movies. I know that's another one that's super polarizing, and but it's like a core memory for me when that came out in 1999. So I'm definitely going to hop on the bandwagon to get that one. I do need a Region B or a region free DVD player first because there's a couple of other ones that I want to get to, and I don't have a player yet. Robbie is the bee's knees. He really is, and I love him dearly. Blair Witch, I'm totally there. Yes, go over to Robbie's channel. It's called Miles of Horror, MYLES of Horror, and he's fantastic. Yes, he's an author as well. So he teaches middle grade English, and he's written 2 books. His most recent one came out a couple of years ago. It's called The Time Watchers, and it's just an explosion of Halloween. I gave it a full 5 stars. He's fantastic. And just to boot, he is just a genuinely sweet, sweet person. So follow him over on Instagram and over here on YouTube. Make sure you go follow him. He's got a brand spanking new channel. He's been sending me messages asking about editing and StreamYard and all kinds of stuff. So I've been trying to help him out as best I can. So go over and show him some love. So I'm going to jump, guys, because my parents are going to be here in about 20 minutes. So thank you guys so much for hopping on with sprints. This always, always, always makes me feel better. So much love to you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.